welcome back. Today I have a vegan empties for you guys, and if you notice, there is a lot. So I am going to jump right into it, but real quick, if you have not seen a video like this from me before, I have an entire playlist dedicated to these videos, and it's just my quick way, hopefully quick, of giving a little bit of feedback on different items I've come upon recently that of course are vegan friendly, where you can find them, would I get them again, what I think of them, and hopefully it helps you out the next time you are shopping. But it's been a few months since I've done one, and I've definitely accumulated quite a bit, and so I hope you guys will enjoy, and I'm just gonna jump right into it. You guys, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Here we go. All right, I'm just gonna grab no particular order. Let's just go. So the first thing I have here is the Kodiak, Kodiak cakes, like the pancake mix and stuff. Well, they also have syrups. And this is the super fruit syrup, again, from Kodiak. And I got this actually, it's a big one from Costco. Now with that said though, it's been months that I've actually had this. It took a while to get through, plus we hadn't opened it for a while anyway. But my point with that is I feel like the last few times that I have gone to Costco, I could have missed it, but I don't feel like I actually saw this there still. I don't know. But with that though, Costco is typically a place that you'll find things in like massive sizes, but usually is stuff that you can still find at other grocery stores and what have you. So Kodiak being very popular, I'm going to assume you can find this. But this is, again, the super fruit syrup. And I remember what we did. You can use it as like pancake syrup. It's delicious. It is. But we actually, okay, so go with me. You take crescent rolls. Delish. Majority of them are vegan. Just double check your labeling, because there are certain ones out there that I don't believe are, but some are. Like the originals, the ones from Trader Joe's, they're vegan. Anyway, go with me. You take those and then you pour this in them, roll it up, pop it in your air fryer for like 8 minutes, 350-ish. So good. People need to talk about that more. It's delicious. So we would totally get it again. But again, we had this for so long. I don't know that we need necessarily this huge size, but it's delicious. It is. Okay, so next one here. And you know what? I will link things that like I'm talking about, that if I have coupon codes or where I purchased them, if they were online, for you guys in the description box, this being one of them. Although you can find this, I think at Whole Foods, but here's my story. This is the Orgain Sport Protein. Now, I have been talking to you guys pretty much for the last few years about New Zest protein. Still love it, still have it. But if you're wanting to find a protein powder that is a combo of your protein powder, of course, but also has like the BCAAs in it, which if you're not familiar with is really, really good, especially if you're getting into like, harder workouts and stuff, building muscle mass. It's really, really good for recovery. So it kind of just one-ups just regular protein powder because it has this in it as well. And typically it's even more protein in it, but some are kind of still like the same amount, but they still add those BCAAs in it. Anyway, I personally think that the Orgain one, I used to do Garden of Life. It's not terrible, but it's not a favorite once I found this one. So delicious. Orgain's one of my favorite proteins out there regardless. It is. I love it. But I'm going to say Orgain, New Zest. I like Nutrieve. That one's kind of hard to find, but I do like that one. But Orgain and New Zest. Love it. I always tell you guys, New Zest, I'll link it below too, even though I don't have that one here for this empties this time. Very, very, very macro friendly. So if that is something that you're looking at, I really recommend New Zest for sure. But again, if you are looking for something that has that combo, I'm gonna recommend this. Now, originally I had found this. There's a lizard going up my wall. He's cute. Do you like how they do that? Do you ever catch a lizard doing this? I'll try to stay focused, but bye, friend. Anyway, originally came upon this, I believe, at Whole Foods. And oddly enough, it was like on their clearance or last chance sale type thing. And I wanna say I got this for like 18 bucks. it was a killer deal. Like you could not beat it. And I loved it. And this is the chocolate one. They have it in vanilla too. I believe for Orgain, for the sport version, I believe those are the only two flavors available, but their normal line of proteins, they have so many flavors and they're all delicious. They are. But I picked it up that time and got it and I loved it and have not been able to find it again there. So I don't know if they're just discontinuing this specific one, but again, they do carry Orgain at many places. It's just this one that's kind of tough to find. So I ordered it on Amazon. I'll link it below for you guys as well. It was not a bad price, but this, I want to say it was like 25 to 30, which is a really good price actually. And this is just over 2 pounds. It's a big one. I already repurchased, it's back there. But again, just at a glance, it's going to look like, oh, it's too expensive in comparison to what you've probably seen Orgain protein for. But again, it's just because it's the sport edition one. Hope that makes sense. I just want to give you my feedback on it. I really like it. And this is actually what I've really been using a lot lately. That's why I'm going through it a little bit quicker on that oatmeal cake that I've been telling you guys about recently. Oh my gosh, it is so good. I make it like twice a week now. I do, between both Nate and I. It's great as like a prep. It is. I will put in the description my recipe for it. Give or take, my friends. I don't measure a whole lot. I really don't. So if you don't have everything specific to that, in fact, I even forgot baking powder one time. It still turned out perfectly fine. It really did. It's very forgiving, but it's so good. But I add this into it and I feel like it bulks it up. Plus it just tastes really good. If you want my just opinion on between vanilla and chocolate, they're both good, but I do prefer the chocolate one. I think it's awesome. Anyway, that's my spiel. Okay, so for this next one here, what I'm gonna do is I will link it right up here for you guys if I have some of these empties, but we did dedicated videos to the products. I'll give you a quick rundown, but if you wanna like check it out more in depth, it's up there for you. But the beefless bulgogi, how do we say it? Bulgogi, we talked about it on that video. Like the right way to say it, I'll never get it, but it's the new one from Trader Joe's. It is awesome. We loved it. The flavor is fantastic. My only thing is that the texture of it was a little off-putting at first, just because I don't know what I was expecting, but it was a little different. It was. But we loved it and we have purchased it since and we have consumed it since. It's awesome. It's super good. Great flavor. I definitely recommend it for sure. Okay, this one's gonna be a little disappointing for you guys. For some of you anyway, I think. It's a bummer. So this also from Trader Joe's, this vegan brioche loaf. And the reason I say that is because it's killer. It's amazing. You want this. But I hear it's regional. Just like those microgreens, my friends. I don't know what it is, especially greens. You really wouldn't think, anyway, but I guess this is too. So in their bread section, they carry brioche. They have forever. But now they have, again, the vegan brioche loaf. And many of you have told me, I'm not seeing it. And I'm like, it's right there. But I think that's what it is. So one of you let me know that like your Trader Joe's told you that it is a regional thing. So certain places may not have it. We're in Nevada and it is there most weeks when I've gone since. It's so good. It's so soft. It is soft though. It is, I think it would be wonderful. I didn't do it with this, but if you left it out, so it could almost get a little bit stale and then make like a French toast with it. So good. Okay, so these are kind of new to us and to my best knowledge, they are vegan. Doesn't say it on here, but I don't see nothing, my friends. I don't know if all the flavors are, but these ones appeared to be okay. I think we're good. But basically, these are the Target brand, the Good and Gather Z-Bars, the kids Z-Bars. And if you know, you know, my kiddo loves Z-Bars. So this was about a week and a half ago or so. I went by Target and I was wanting to get him his cinnamon roll flavored ones, which is like, that's like the only place I can find the cinnamon roll flavor. They were completely wiped out. They had none. And I saw that these were on sale, like buy one, get one, 25% off or something. And actually I remember a few of you telling me that they're really good. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a chance. Maybe he won't notice. He noticed, he did, yeah. And you know he likes the chocolate brownie one in the Z-Bar, and then he tolerates the iced oatmeal one, oatmeal cookie. So I brought him home, put him in there, and then I said, try it out. He's like, oh, he was nervous. I was like, it's gonna be fine. And he's like, it's good, it's fine. And I was like, oh, no, it's not it. He's like, but I tried it. I'm like, you did try it. He says, and he's not wrong, he's actually a great little taste tester. He tells it like it is. They're harder, and I completely agree. But then Nate grabbed it, not even knowing what it was, as Nate does, and he's like, what are these? I'm like, they're like Z-bars, and he loves them. He's like, these are good. So now they've turned into Nate's snack versus the kiddo snack. If you're comparing both, the kiddo's gonna tell you to go with the Z-bar. If you're asking Nate, he'll eat whatever. That's the story. Hopefully that's not too loud. The little water machine thing is, oh, let me just get some air to my butt, is on. It'll be just a second. Okay, next one. We just did this about a week or so ago, and it's the new Trader Joe's Instant Boba Kit, the brown sugar tapioca pearl drink mix. Again, I will link it up here for you guys if you want to see it up close and personal. But we love it. It is so good, and I'm glad I bought a backup of this. You get 4 in here. And again, I have another pack in the freezer. It's really nice too because it comes with straws as well. I recommend it as a sweet treat. But it does remind me, there is apparently a similar kit, like brown sugar flavored too, at Costco. And what I've heard from majority of you so far is you're not really a fan of that one. And I haven't tried it yet myself to truly compare, but I will tell you, don't let it maybe deter you from this one, even having not tried that, to know if it's really the same, because I'm pretty confident you're going to like this one. This one's really, really good. And these aren't like popping boba. They're chewy. They're very, very chewy. So it's a little bit different too than what you might expect. So good. Okay, I kind of have a bust, but not really, but it's just me being me. I just ordered these on Amazon like a week ago. You guys know I love Go Macro bars. I love them. I need to just stock up when they put them on sale on Thrive Market. Linked below for you guys. I need to do that. Sometimes they'll do it and I just need to go for it when they do. Because otherwise they're kind of hard to find on sale. They are. But I saw these on Amazon and they're the mini version. And you get 24 in here, whereas normally like when you buy a box you get, 24. You get 12. And I was like, okay, so they're just literally half. And I know this, I do. They're normally like 260, 270 calories for a Go Macro bar, the original size. And I was like, okay, well, it's just, it's half. That's still substantial. Like it's enough. It's good. No, they're too small. I mean, I love them. I will eat them, but I'm eating 3 a day. And I'm like, I just need the original. I just need the original size because this just is not cutting it for me, my friends. It's just not. It's not enough. It's a tease. Even Nate was like, can I have more? They're 100 calories each. So, I mean, it basically tells you, it's like, you need 3. You do. They're totally delicious. They are, but I'm not going to buy the minis again. They're too small. Okay, so I mentioned to you on my last haul this week, in fact, that Nate is on his juice kick right now, and power to him, except for those nasty post-juice burps that he's been getting. He's on burp and salad. I'm like, that's disgusting. He is, but he's going for it. He is. And he thought he could give you some feedback on ones that he's been trying as he goes here. And this one from Whole Foods is called the Hawaiian pear one. It's pear, pineapple, celery, spinach, and kale. He actually really likes this one. He says it's very, very palatable. And I'm like, that's great. I'm good. I didn't try it. But for all my juice people out there, he says this is a keeper. This is a good one. So I just thought I would mention that for you guys. And then speaking of other liquids, I will link this below, my friends. I have a 25% off coupon code you are welcome to use. Huge fan, as you guys know, of Liquid IV. Now, I do still have some of these left. I do, but I have gotten through quite a few. I have. This is the Tropical Punch Hydration Multiplier, and then the most recent one is that Yuzu Pineapple Energy Multiplier. So basically, the quick rundown of the differences, this has caffeine in it, and it's the equivalent of like a couple cups of coffee. So I always mention, just be careful with this one. Like if you're gonna have it late in the day, you might wanna test that first. And then the hydration one, you can pretty much have at any point, and really good just to, get your electrolytes back, especially post-workout. I mean, a lot of people like to have it before working out, I'm a post-workout girl with this, but I'm just that person too that works out fasted for the most part anyway. I don't really like pre-workout meals, and everyone's different. Do your thing, you know? I really like the hydration one too because it does have some added like vitamins in it as well. I'm just a huge fan. I don't even really have, to be honest, a favorite flavor. I go through spurts. But I'll just tell you, because if you're wanting like some advice on which flavors to order, any of them, they're really good. They are. I just personally stay away from the lemon lime one because I had drank too much of it. This was years ago. I've mentioned this many times. And so it's just kind of like, and it gave me like a stomach ache, and I was running, and it was, again, I did it before, working out too. And I was like, nope. Doesn't taste bad, it doesn't, but I have like a sour taste in my mouth from it. And yeah, but really that was just user error. But let's not talk about that. I like them all. They're all very good. All the flavors. This pineapple one, very tropical, like very good. And yeah, tropical punch, it's delish. They're all really good. And again, linked below for you guys. And then speaking of vitamins, I got Nate on them now. I do. So I've been taking the Ritual vitamins, you guys know, for 3 years, over 3 years now. I love it. I don't plan to go anywhere away from it. I think it is a great vegan multivitamin for women. I do. And then with that, they launched about 6 months after I started taking the women's one, the men's one. And Nate's just not so funny. He's all in this juice thing. He is, which is great. But he's not the biggest like supplement person and vitamin person. And I was like, well, that's great. You're gonna do it anyway. So I got him on here, and we are both officially taking them now. They auto ship every month for you. It's super nice. I do have this link below too with 10% off your first 3 months if you would like to try it out. Highly recommend. It's cool too because, and they have prenatals too. So, I mean, whatever you need. And then they also have like a 40 plus, or 45, I believe it is. Is it 45, 50? Something like that. Point is, depending on your age and stuff too, you can choose accordingly, but we just have the 18 plus so far. Oh man. Anyway, again, linked below for you. Okay, so this next one, I actually just came upon it like last week. But here's the thing. I still don't know 100% where you can find this in stores. I'm going to assume a Sprouts or Whole Foods carries this, but here's what happened. Originally tried these in the last Vegan Cuts box. Loved them. It was my favorite out of the box, and it was just the regular cheddar flavor. It was cheddar. And I loved it, if you guys remember and you caught that video. But I was like, oh, where can I find these? So anyway, we're here in Vegas, and we have a grocery store that's an all vegan grocery store called Veggin' Out, and I totally recommend it. It's right by the airport. In fact, so if you're ever traveling here, make a stop. So good, so cool. But I went in there and I saw that they had all the flavors. I didn't know there was so many flavors. They had cheddar, they had bacon cheddar, and I'll tell you, I still loved it. It basically tasted identical to the regular cheddar, but it had a smokiness to it, which totally makes sense. I wouldn't even say it really tasted like bacon or anything. It was just smoky. It was good. And then they had a garlic parmesan. Delicious. I don't think I kept all the packages for them. They're all good. That's the good news. Yeah, garlic parmesan, and then a jalapeno one. Delish. And then there was another one. It's gone now. Point is, they're all very good, and I hope you can find them. Okay, next one. Again, back to a liquid here from Trader Joe's. I think this is newer. I could be wrong, but I think. The Organic Cold Brew Black Tea Concentrate. It's right over, of course, by like all the coffee concentrates. That just turned off. I hope it's better. I hope it wasn't too loud. Anyway, I really like this. Now you can basically make a big pitcher of tea, use some of this, dilute it with water. What I did is I just kind of, whatever cup I had and I was drinking in that moment, I would just pour a little bit in there and then a little water and just make a drink as I go. I didn't even do like a big pitcher. I love black tea. I do. I feel like it's not fan favorite. Like a lot of people don't like it, and it's not sweet at all. That's what I like, but you of course add sweetener to it. I will say it's strong. Yeah, it says makes up to 1 gallon of tea. It is. But if you're a fan of black tea, I think you will love it for sure. It's good. I'd totally get it again. This one here is from Sam's Club. I'm glad that I got a Sam's Club membership now and I can start incorporating things that I find there for some of you guys that shop at Sam's as well. So this was one of them recently, and it's the Barbacoa barbecue potato chips. Spicy chipotle with a sweet kick. I completely agree. I do. I think that's a perfect way to describe it. Little spicy barbecue chip, like almost like a Lay's, a barbecue Lay's, right? With a little sweetness, yes, but they are pretty spicy. They are. And I don't dislike them. You know, I love chips and I love spice, but I prefer, I think, for the sake of a crispy chip, I actually just really like barbecue chips. I don't think it needs the spice. That's just me though, but they're still really good. You get a huge, huge bag of them. So there you have it. But I will tell you, they are spicy. They are. Okay, real quick, again, did a video for it. I'll put it up here, but this is from Trader Joe's, but I guess it is sold at different places because it's not the Trader Joe's brand, but it's simply eggless, and it's this new kind of like the Just Egg, the liquid Just Egg. Now, I'll tell you this though, I have been to Trader Joe's since I got this probably 3 or 4 times. It's been a couple months since they launched this, and it's been hit and miss since. I know it's like $5 there. The way ours is, when I first walk in, like directly in front of me is like the eggs and milk. And it's right up by the regular eggs, and the sign even is like missing every other time I've gone. It's very strange, but then it kind of makes its way back. So, and my point is I don't know if this is gonna stay or not. Overall, I was disappointed. I was. Could I make it work? Yes. And would it be good for baking? Yes, but so are other things that are cheaper. But when you add that black salt to it, it's pretty good. It really is, but it doesn't have that in it, so you have to have that. But yeah, overall, not a huge fan of it, but I think it is cool that it's, you know, it is an option. That's good. But yeah, I'm just not sure if Trader Joe's is gonna continue to carry it. I don't know. Hey, by the way, I heard just online, they're going to discontinue the vegan mac. Is this true from Trader Joe's? That is good. That is so good. Here's the good news though, because it just made me think of it. If that's the case, I do think it's very similar to the Whole Foods one. There's like a butternut squash mac, and it's similar, and that's good. So it's okay. But I heard that. I don't know. I saw it though the last time I went. Okay, next two. I'm just gonna put them together just because I got them together at Costco. It's been a while though. Do you guys remember when I hauled these? It's been months. But this is the Jelena Chocolatier. Okay, wild blueberry dark chocolate pieces. These are phenomenal. These are wonderful, my friends. So good. Just very, I don't know how to describe it other than like it just tastes like a really clean, good quality chocolate. And then it actually does have like wild blueberries in it. And I would say actually like the dried ones, like something like this. By the way, these are from Thrive Market. And loved them. I put them in oatmeal. They were wonderful. Very, very good. The little tiny wild blueberries, those have so much flavor, so good. Very different than like typical blueberries. Yeah, this is by Patience Fruit and Company. The thing with this real quick is that it does not have added sugar. It's actually sweetened with apple juice concentrate, but you would never know. It's awesome. Recommend. I have the cranberry ones too, and then like a mixed berry one, I think too. Super good. Okay, we did that. But basically it's like those are in here and it's wonderful. I loved them. So I would definitely get these again. It's a huge bag, but again, at Costco, I don't recall like seeing this at other grocery stores, but I hope you can find them because they're very, very good. Then this was the other thing I picked up there too. Also very good. The Keto JoJo's by JoJo's. They're keto friendly. Those were two actually. Goes Hawaiian Bites. And basically they're little chocolate chunks with like macadamia nuts on them and coconut. That's really all it is. And they were really good too. Really, really good. Yep. Yum. Hemp protein in them too. Interesting. All right. Paleo, clean ingredients, keto friendly, vegan as well. Well, all right. I'm in. Okay, I'm trying to hurry. I know this is a long one. Okay, so this one here is the Fit Joy. Never have seen this before. This was in a vegan cuts box that we actually did not get a chance to film for you guys like 2 months ago when we were out on vacation. But I ate these, and it's a full-size bag that they threw in there, and they were really, really good. These vegan white cheddar just pretzels look like normal pretzels, but they have this like powdery coating of white cheddar flavor, and I loved them. They were so good. Now, I never thought this would actually happen because, again, my kiddo, he tells it like it is, and normally there is like nothing that can beat an Impossible chicken nugget to him anymore. But not that this beats it, but he said very similar in flavor. And I went, sold, done. I have to tell you, because then that gives you another option if your kids are the same way. So again, he loves the Impossible nuggets. That's just what we go to. But at Smith's, that's where I found this, also known as Kroger, these Dino Buddies. They're plant-based ones. I had never seen these before, and I just bought them on a whim thinking, well, we'll just try them out. We'll see. And he said that they were extremely similar. He ate all of them. I was like, done. So I wanted to mention that to you guys as well. But again, I'm not sure where else these are sold. I feel like maybe I've seen them at Walmart, but maybe I'm just getting the regular Dino Nuggets like confused. It kind of like at a glance, that's what you're gonna think this is. I mean, it totally says meatless, but I'm just saying the picture and stuff, you're gonna think that it's like the regular ones, you know? He loved them, so we got them. Okay, next one here. We did, was it the beefless bulgogi? I think I did. I think I threw this on there too at the end of that video. Yes, I was so excited to try. Finally, the Baby Bell plant-based cheese wheels. Look at these, look at this. It's like the original ones. It looks the same, it does. Should we try it again? I have one more. Okay, hold on. Maybe I was too harsh. Maybe I was, but Nate felt the same way. He wasn't about it. He thought they were very waxy. I thought it was the smell. It was the smell for me. But then, I mean, you kind of got to go Kim. You like blue cheese. You like feta cheese, which is stinky cheese. It is. The Follow Your Heart ones, oh my God, they're so good. I have the blue cheese in the fridge right now, and Nate pisses me off. Like, I literally chase him around with it. He can't stand it. So good. And our maturity really, you know, comes through. But this just smells very interesting to me. I don't know what it is, something about it. But I mean, they killed it with like how it looks. I mean, come on. But what I'll say too, beyond like the smell, it's hard. It's a lot harder than what I remember the original like cheese, Baby Bell cheeses being like. And like, yeah, I don't, like a little Pac-Man. The flavor is not terrible. It's not, but it is a little disappointing from what you think it's gonna be, at least to me. And I feel like the feedback is truly 50-50. Like, some of you are like, no, I really like them. And I'm like, great, power to you. Whole Foods and Sam's Club. That's where I've heard. But the other half is kind of like what I'm feeling too, where it's just kind of like, it's just not it. Like, it just fell short. Love the attempt. Hey, speaking of which, at the end of this month, I guess, I'm keeping my eye out for you guys. It's called Wonder Egg. I don't know why it made me think of it, but maybe it's because it's like, can that really be duplicated? But what if it could? You know, even though this fell short for me, what if? Now, Wonder Egg is apparently a hard-boiled egg, but vegan. And I'm like, how? But I'm here for it. I hear that it's going to be launching at Whole Foods by the end of August. If I can find it, we will totally do a taste test for you guys, for sure. We can try it like a true just hard-boiled egg, maybe a little everything but the bagel on it, you know? Or we could even try possibly to like take out the yolk and then make like egg salad or deviled eggs, right? Gosh, it's been a while. I'm kind of curious to see if that is gonna be a hit or not. I don't know. And then speaking of that too, of like things that you just wouldn't think could be like veganized, but sometimes they pull it off, you know? I heard that it's already launched, but not in the US yet. I could be wrong about this, but I believe it is it Miyoko's? I think it's Miyoko's is doing a cottage cheese. That is also one that I used to love. And so I think I'll be like a good taste tester for it. I feel like people are kind of hit and miss on cottage cheese anyway, but yeah, apparently there's supposed to be a vegan one of that getting launched later this year. That's the last I heard. So I'll keep my eyes out for you guys. I will, but I don't know. This just reminded me of that egg coming out maybe. And it's either going to be good or not, you know? It's just one of those things like, can it be done? I don't know. Anyway, all right, so let's wrap this up. I have a few more for you guys. So if you don't follow me on Instagram already, please do. I have it linked below for you guys as well. I know majority of you guys do, but a couple weeks ago, the Sistery, that's the brand, they're 3 sisters that reached out to me and they just launched this. This is so cool. They launched 3 sauces and each one was made by one of the sisters, and it, you know, to mimic their specific personality. I was like, I love that. That's so cool. So anyway, they sent these over to me, and I will tell you, this one right here is my favorite, but they're not kidding. It is spicy. But basically, these are all sauces that are made with almond milk as like the base. And they're a lot healthier, very clean, vegan, Whole30, gluten-free, keto-friendly sauces you can use for like dipping. But I shared this on my Instagram, trying them out, and I just dunked carrots into it. It was wonderful, but you can use it as dressing, you can heat it up and use it as a sauce, whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, the jalapeno cilantro is spicy, but it does say on the back, hot. So, I mean, it's not lying, it's not, but I loved it. Very, very good flavor. And then they have the regular ranch and then the chili chipotle. This is kind of like a barbecue sauce, I would say. And I think it's mild, yeah, mild. And then the ranch too, it's not even mild, it's cool. I liked this, but I liked the barbecue more. I would say this was my least favorite, only just because I think these ones just really packed more flavor. I don't know, that's just me, but they're all really good. And again, for something that's like a clean ingredient sauce ready to go, plus it's just cool to support them. They're a new business, they just launched, in fact. Gosh, I think it was like literally a week ago of selling them. It was like you could get on a pre-sale order list at that time, 3 weeks ago, but they're officially selling now. So it's really cool. So I will link their information below for you guys too, if you want to check them out. And then last but not least, we have these from Sam's Club. I shared these on a vlog a couple weeks ago, I think it was. And it was kind of a letdown. Here's the thing. These Crave House protein burgers, they're basically the identical ingredients as the Beyond Burgers. So I assumed that they were gonna taste very similar. And I think taste-wise, it is pretty similar. But when I shared it on the vlog, the thing was, and we just did it on the stovetop in like a flat pan, you know? And that's what we normally do with like the Impossible Burgers. And I love those. I am a little partial. I am. Those just are delicious to me. These were so greasy. And I shared that on the vlog, just like, I'm like, what are we doing wrong? There was so much. And it was just kind of a fail for us because of that. But many of you mentioned that they're really good though for like on a barbecue grill, and I completely could see that. The problem for us is we only have a flat top grill. We don't have like the great barbecue, the grated kind, you know? And I think that would be perfect. It even says on here like grilling and stuff. I could see that because then it's gonna still keep probably some juiciness to it, but also get rid of that excess grease. I think you would want these truly if you're going to barbecue them. If not, I would not recommend. I hope that makes sense. Okay, we did it. That was a lot. I hope I can get this a little bit shorter for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out. I always enjoy hanging out with you guys. Hope you guys have a great, great day, and I will see you guys next time.